Most investors completely miss what's happening right now. We are on the cusp of officially falling into a correction in the S&P 500, which would mean we have pulled back at least 10% from recent highs. We just came off a rough stretch in the market, but historically March isn't one of the great months anyways, and I'm not here to claim we have hit bottom because we likely have not. But this correction has created huge opportunities in a number of high-quality stocks. And times like this is exactly when the biggest opportunities are created. So in today's video, I thought it'd be a great idea to walk through 5 high-quality stocks that I believe look cheap right now, heading into April, with real upside if the market stabilizes and or rebounds. Now, historically, April is actually one of the stronger months for stocks. So that's something we have to look forward to as well. You get fresh capital flows from Q1. Earnings season is kicking off again and typically improving sentiment. But here's the key. This year's different. We're coming into April with volatility, pullbacks in some of the biggest names, and a lot of uncertainty around rates and growth, and of course, a war in its 5th week. And that's exactly why I'm focused on quality names that have pulled back, not chasing hype. So with that being said, let's jump straight into stock number 1, which is going to be Meta Platforms, stock ticker META. And when it comes to Meta, they've been getting knocked around. This is one of the clearest examples right now of a high quality business that has pulled back. A high quality business on sale. You've got a dominant ad platform, massive cash flow, and now serious AI monetization potential. But here's the reality. Just because it has all of that doesn't automatically mean a stock goes up. And they have headwinds also. The latest being 2 court rulings that brought about fines of more than $4.5 million for them putting AI research into question for social media giants. The number sounds big to us regular folks, but it's just a drop in the bucket for a company the size of Meta. The size is not the concern right now. The concern is how many more similar cases like this could eventually come about, driving that overall number even higher. So it's not like the name comes without risk, but given valuation, this is a name where it appears like a lot of that risk is being priced in. Right now, you can pick up Meta shares at a forward PE multiple of just 17.3 times this year's earnings and 14.6 times next year's earnings. Meta is trading well below a market multiple. That's where the opportunity starts to show up. The market is starting to question ad growth durability and maybe even AI spending levels. But long term, Meta is still one of the best positioned companies in all of digital advertising. Take a look here at the company's free cash flow growth in blue, and then the orange below that shows their CapEx spending. CapEx spending last year was nearly $70 billion. Had that been just the same as the prior year, we would be here talking about free cash flow of nearly $80 billion for the likes of Meta. Although the stock isn't going down, analysts are not getting all that worried as they rate the stock a strong buy with an average 12-month price target of $872 per share, implying more than 60% upside from current levels. This isn't a broken story, it's a reset. Before we move on to stock number 2, let me take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, which is Xero. Xero is a cloud-based accounting platform that helps small businesses manage finances, invoicing, bills, payments, and much more all in one place. Being a CPA myself and having a user-friendly tool, especially for small business, is vital. Roussin Financial is a small business, so anything to cut down on hours of paperwork can prove to be vital time I can get back to putting out more valuable content. The platform allows you to automate your bookkeeping, manage your cash flow, and get paid faster by your clients. Here's a look at all of the different features that this power-packed platform has to offer, all focused on giving you back your time so you can focus on what you like doing best. This is a must-have for any small business owner, and right now they're offering a great deal that will earn you a discount of 90% off for your first 6 months using the link down in the description below. Give Xero a try today. Alright, now let's jump back to the video looking at stock number 2, which is going to be NVIDIA, stock ticker NVDA. And yeah, I already know what you're thinking. How is NVIDIA cheap, Mark? And that's a fair question. After all, over the past 5 years, the stock is up an incredible 1,100%. How can that be cheap? And that's where most retail investors go wrong. Because investors were telling me the stock was expensive when it was up 500%, 700%, 800%, 1,000%. Do not let past performance cloud your judgment. A great performance record does not guarantee anything going forward. Same with a poor record. You need to look at all of your data points at that point in time. Remember, the dollars that we invest today are not for what the stock has done. The dollars we're investing today are for what the company is expected to bring tomorrow. When it comes to NVIDIA, this is still the backbone of the entire AI buildout. And when it comes to valuation, another Mag 7 stock with an incredibly cheap valuation. Right now, shares of NVIDIA trade at a forward PE of just 20 times. For a stock growing earnings 70% this year. Let me say that again, 70% growth this year and 34% next year. This is incredible value you are getting right now, and opportunities like this do not come around all that often. Analysts continue to remain bullish on the stock, rating it a strong buy, with an average 12-month price target of $274 per share, implying over 60% upside from current levels. If you don't own NVIDIA right now, I would call that a mistake. The mistake most people make is they wait for perfect sentiment instead of buying during discomfort. And with that, we're going to move on to stock number 3, which is going to be Boeing, stock ticker BA. Now, this one is not a clean story by any means. In fact, it's messy. You've got past operational issues, production problems, constant negative headlines, but much of that is hopefully in the past under the new leadership. This is, after all, a duopoly industry. There are basically two major players, Boeing and Airbus. That means demand doesn't disappear, it just gets delayed. So when you see a company like Boeing under pressure like this, you have to ask yourself, is this a permanent problem or a temporary one? Because if it's temporary, this is where long-term investors get paid. What you see on your screen right now is the company's backlog, meaning orders that have been placed and Boeing still needs to build them. The sign of a company where customers are losing faith do not have backlog charts that look like this. In addition, this is a company that is now able to turn over more planes each month, and more deliveries add to more free cash flow, which is something that's actually been negative for much of the past few years, and it's set to explode over the next few years. This is a stock idea for those looking for big upside, but can also withstand the turbulence that comes with it. I wasn't sure I was going to get another chance to buy more shares under the $200 threshold, but here we are again, getting our chance, and I'm going to take it. Analysts rate the stock a strong buy with an average 12-month price target of $277 per share, implying more than 50% upside from current levels. All of these stocks right now, even with the turbulence in the markets as a whole, analysts are still remaining bullish long term, and that's the key. Now let's move on to stock number 4, which may surprise you, and that's going to be United Health, stock ticker UNH. I think it's officially time to get back into this name. It comes with risk, but again, when valuations fall as much as they have, it's showing you that risk is priced in. What once was viewed as a defensive compounder has been being investigated for insurance practices, but nothing has really come out of it at all, not even something small. And right now, it's not getting much attention, which is usually when those names are most interesting. You've got constant earnings growth, strong free cash flow, and long-term tailwinds from demographics. But recently, healthcare has been under pressure, policy concerns always create noise, and of course, the insurance fraud investigation. But what this does is it creates opportunity. This is not a hyper-growth story by any means. This is a steady, high-quality compounder that you want when markets are uncertain. UNH pays an annual dividend of $8.84 per share, which equates to a dividend yield of 3.4%. And to go along with that, they have a strong 5-year dividend growth rate of 12%. Shares of UNH, from a valuation perspective, trade at just 14.5 times their forward earnings. Yet earnings are growing each of the next few years, and this is a stock that historically has traded closer to a 19 times multiple for much of the past decade. Analysts rate the stock a strong buy with an average 12-month price target of $369 per share, implying more than 40% upside from current levels. All 4 of these stocks have strong upside potential. And the great thing about UNH is the fact that it also has a strong dividend component that comes along with it. And now we're going to get into the final stock we're going to look at, which in fact isn't a stock at all, but rather an ETF, making it, I guess, a group of stocks. And that's going to be the Global X Copper Miners ETF, stock ticker COPX. I introduced this ETF in a video a few weeks ago, but with the stock price looking so intriguing, I wanted to double down on it again. This is a play on copper miners more specifically, and copper is critical for electrification, AI infrastructure, energy transition. The demand side is very clear. The supply side, not so much. That imbalance is what makes this interesting. Instead of trying to pick one mining company, you get exposure across the space. This is more of a macro bet. If you believe that AI is going to continue to rise and data center buildouts are going to continue, well then global demand for copper will undoubtedly rise. And instead of picking just one copper company, you can own a basket. Over the past 12 months, COPX is up 81%, but actually down 30% since reaching its highs just a month ago. The pullback has been sharp, but that makes the opportunity that much greater. This ETF as a whole has 48 total positions, and what you're looking at on your screen right now is the top 10, which make up more than half of the entire ETF. This is also a position that comes with a dividend component, with a yield that currently sits at 2.7%. So pretty healthy dividend to say the least. So if you're looking for another way to play the growth in AI moving forward, look no further than copper. So stepping back, these are not random picks. Each one fits a different angle. Meta, AI, and ads reset. Nvidia, an AI backbone play. Boeing is definitely a turnaround story. United Health, an overlooked defensive compounder. And with COPX, a macro copper play. The common thread, these are high quality assets that have all pulled back, not speculative names chasing momentum. And that's where I think the best opportunities are right now, heading into April. And if you want more of these breakdowns, then hit that like button down there and subscribe to the channel. And if you want my full watch list and deeper analysis, that's going to be inside my newsletter in my community, The Stock Investor's Edge, which you can check out that link down in the description below. Again, if you found any value from this video, please show your appreciation by just simply clicking that like button down below. It's easy and it helps more than you can imagine. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.